everybody else. I'm using this tape recorder specifically for you, Geoff, because I know you can't write and you can't read because of your eyesight. So I came up with a brilliant idea, and I thought if I tape on this recorder, then you would be able to listen to it, and then perhaps you could tape on the other side and send it back. Jin told me that you do have a tape recorder over there, and this is a pretty ordinary one, so I don't think you'll have too many difficulties. Anyway, love, today is the last day for Jin and Ken to be here, and we have 1 hour before we leave to take them to the airport. And what I wanted to say was I was sorry that we were cut off last night on the phone. But anyway, it was nice to hear your voice, Geoff. And what I would like you to do is to take the tape recorder, and I want you to tape your own message back to me, because even though I'm so far away, there's no reason why we can't talk to each other. And this sounds like a very good way of doing it. So will you do that for me, love? I want you to tell me all about yourself, what you're doing, what Wendy's up to, Anne is up to, how Mom is, and that way I won't feel quite so far away. Now let me tell you something about what we did with Jin and Ken. We had a marvellous time. They were easy people to have around, and I've drunk more than I normally drink. We've seen lots of interesting places, and they've got hundreds of photographs to show you. And I know that, oh, I'm sorry, love, I just realised that you may not be able to appreciate the photographs. But anyway, Jin will rattle off a mile a minute, and she'll be able to tell you all about the things that they've done. Right now, John is fixing up the door of the barn, because today we have a horse coming in to rent pasture. And then when he's finished that, we'll be taking off. Sian is on her last day of school, and she's hoping to go to Alberta to stay with Tracy in Edmonton and then get a job, and I don't think she'll be going on to school this year. She's going to take the year out. Tracy is working in a leather shop selling very posh leather coats and really enjoying it, and she's hoping to get enough money so that with a scholarship that she got, or rather a fellowship, she'll be able to go on to school next year in Edmonton, in the University of Alberta. So Jin hasn't seen Tracy, but they did speak once on the phone, and Tracy seems to be so far away too. What else is going on? Let me think. Would you tell Mom that Elsie sends her love? And what I'm going to do now that Mom has a telephone, I'm going to phone her, and I'll make sure Elsie is here so that Elsie can talk with her, because she's very, very fond of Mom. And she's really enjoyed Jin and Ken. And we've had lots of fun together. And last night she was a little sad, I think, when they were leaving. But hopefully Elsie and I will be able to get over next spring. I don't know if that will happen, but we're thinking about it. John, as I said, he's working on the barn, and he's on holiday right now. And he's hoping to finish work in 4 or 5 years. So then we're going to become people of leisure. But anyway, our ducks are good. We lost our goose. We thought we were going to keep him, but anyway, he took off and somebody else has him, and I think he's found a mate, so we won't see him again. Our pigs we sold, and they are now in somebody's freezer, although we did have some pork chops, which were very good. I'm sitting in the office. My office is a poky little room in this house, and it's full of clutter, and nobody else will be able to find their way around it, only Pam. So, I'm trying to think of what I should be saying. This is a bit like a long-distance phone call or an impromptu speech. But what I want to tell you, Geoff, is that I am thinking about you. And I do hope that you will say something on the back of this tape and send it back to me. And you could have Mom and John and Kelvin and Wendy and Anne and everybody say something as well. And that would be kind of fun. I've got to go now, love, because the soup's ready. We're going to have lunch before we leave. So I'll be hearing from you, Geoff. Okay, love? You take care now. Bye.
How are you? I'm lost of words now before I start. But anyway, let's try. Wendy has just set it up for me. He's gone for bath. Anna's downstairs doing a bit of no reading shit. Charlie Kevin's out. Of course, the dog's out in front, running around the radio. I'm feeling great. My hair is about quarter or 3/16 inches long. Fair. I've been scraping. I don't know what it is. It's the scab then of the razor, which is all scabby on the head. But up and bar otherwise. So I'm hoping it'll be long enough for the wedding anyway. It's not unsightly, it's relatively wide. But you know, pretty embarrassing it is. But otherwise, I'm alright. I was out with Ken and Jen Saturday and this previous Saturday. Oh, by the way, this is Monday. I don't know the date. I think caravans. It's quite a nice morning, day. I come back and with good Chinese and Ken's. Tell them to go and fetch me. Uh, I went to the doctor's last week. He, in turn, he's the, what do you call him, the chap who does the ray treatment. And he didn't even examine me. He just took my blood count, was all. I had that earlier. And put me on these 5 tablets, the course of 5. Really thought I got too dull to ask. When I've had my redundancy, I've had for say 5,000, just under 5,000. I've got another. I'm hoping about another 4 to come. That'll take 4 weeks. I should have a fella coming down for council tomorrow. I hope he'll come today. I'm sorry for the delay in speaking to you, but I've had so much on my plate, and I've been confused. If I break into confusion now, you know what I mean. I'll knock it off because my memory is terrible. You know what I'm doing half the time. I was down on Saturday before I went out with Jane in looking for a caravan. She's looking well and she's alright. Of course, as soon as I go back, I was in bed. I'm tired. So Ken has offered me a trip in the lorry, but I don't think I'd go. I don't think I'm up to it, to be honest with you. A bit wheezy like. I can have a drink of beer, so I have a drink nearly every night. 2 pints. The only thing I do then, I take the dog for a walk. Quite a lot of walk. I do a lot of walking. I do. What else? Oh dear. I haven't done much to the garden. It's too much, and the weather hasn't been with us. We were torrential roughly. And I am, felt like it. The vision's not that clear. It makes me a bit giddy like. But otherwise, very good. I just restarted. Just fell asleep. So I rewound myself. I suppose you must miss the girls now, knowing that they're working away. Never mind, age is telling, Pam, we're getting older. We're low for these things. As young Wendy running around like a young lady, so she won't be around, I suppose. Our John has just gone to another part of Germany for a 9-day or a 10-day course or something, driving. Then he's coming over to Canada, so I'm hoping that he'll be able to go, he'll be somewhere near your daughters. It'd be quite nice if they can eat, isn't it? Little boy, Kelly was supposed to just run me over to Swansea now to buy a concrete mixer. I fell asleep and he left me alone. So I don't know what's happening now. He's gone. Anne is having a sleep. And Susan, Kevin's future wife, is having a sleep. Nice girl, though. And then I'm talking about, you know. I'm not used to this. I'm looking out the bedroom window. It's overcast. It's cold. Real winter's weather. Not summer at all. We had yesterday. We have an annual motorbike race, bush bike race. You know. I think there was about 5 watching. I think they must have been parents. I'm sure. Terrible. I sold my car this weekend. I sold it for £100. I couldn't ride it, you know, couldn't see to drive it. So I bought myself a wedding ring, and with the rest, then I give Anne, and she bought herself a watch because hers was broken, and Wendy had clobbered her other one. So it's, you know, it's the thing I've always wanted, and you know, it's more or less keeps it. I didn't want to sell the car, to be honest. It was such a good old car. But I buy one, I suppose, when I get square. And talking of getting square too, with this money I've come into now with work, I don't know whether now I got to try and plan it to make it last somehow, just in case I can't go back to work. What I've got in mind is, instead of coming this year, this is what I'm going to suggest to Anne and Wendy. Instead of coming this year, or early part of next year, then or June of next year, for an holiday, leave it to the year longer, which is nothing really, and I'll have interest on the money without touching mine. It's not being mean or anything like that, but I want to try and, if I can't work, I've got to keep money from somewhere, haven't I? I thought if I could put interest in, I could just spend that, and I still got my money. I'm learning a bit, see? Not just a case of running at the bull of the gate. I'm trying to economise a bit, although I'm still having a drink. I know it might sound selfish, but having a drink is just because I'm stuck in the house all day, and I go down for the company. But regarding Canada, that's what I'm going to suggest. Whether they're going to be acceptable, I don't know, mind, so it might be there next year. But if I have my way, it'll be the year after we'll be coming over. Use their money. Of course, I've already expressed on many occasions, it'll be the next year, I should think. But either way, I'll be coming over as promised, without fail. She had a fabulous time. She enjoyed herself tremendous. She was buggered up for about good fortnight. But not lag, whatever they call it, travelling lag. And she's actually exhausted. And then they called her back to work then, 12 out only, on a part-time basis for help, no tax, nothing like that. But she went, she couldn't do it, she found it too heavy. So I think Jen has realised that she can't work, which is a good thing because she's on the go all the time. But these 2 days that she went to work, she came home and she was sleeping till 9 o'clock. Coming in, no work, no dishes and nothing, just straight down and sleeping. So it's brought her to her senses. John, he's been down every week. He's takes me out once a week. Drinks, nice too. Went down and see Uncle Alf. I wanted to see Uncle Alf, so we went down and seen him. And we had a nice little hour, fair play. So I like old Uncle Alf. Although they're still not talking to Mama and Auntie May, unfortunately. I'm hoping by going down that I could have broken the ice a little bit. I didn't mention anything to that effect, but I was hoping that one might make Uncle Alf realise that he's getting on and Mama's getting on and they've got to get together, that's what I think. Because it's wrong. Although we don't see each other, we never quarrel. If we have, we always made it up, haven't we? I know I have anyway. But not like quarreling anyway. And what else now? I'll ring off now. And well, Pam, I have just come in. Anne and I have been out for an hour. So I'm feeling quite comfortable. A nice little drink. Wendy and Susan up in their bedroom. Calvin and Anne are downstairs watching TV, which I ate. We had a lovely night. First time for 4 weeks. Pints, but relaxation. What are you going to say with this? What is going to happen now about the future? Would you be offended if I didn't come this year in preference to next year? I'm very worried about it. I want to see, I want to thank you for what you've done for me. All the way over just to see me like that. Fuss. But I feel better. But what the present moment, I got a slight headache. I've taken too long, so I'm supposed to take to relax and sleep like that. But otherwise, I'm fabulous. I can speak now with relaxation. Once I have a drink, I'm a different person altogether. And I can talk all day. But I'm not the best speakers. Anyway, I got a phone call second time for the help and give me and coming all this way just to see me. Don't worry, I will come on. Bring my mum to mine, I've got to mine. So I'll be there. But I always have to, I'd like to leave it until next year, not this year. But, something has cropped up that we may have to be in school or something or take exams. It's more than likely to be this year. When I say this year, next year or something like that. So that's not even there. I don't know this machine works, or how it goes off, but I'm chatting away. It's either really ages and talking. So I might be talking to myself, I don't know. As I said, Ken and Jane took me out now the weekend, and the weekend before. A fabulous weekend, a fabulous day, and takeaway, Chinese takeaway order. That's really good. No idea what it costs because I can't make me pay. So I got to insist I was able to do it. But I ain't paying this time. Mum was supposed to come down this weekend, but I forgot. Anna's going now to see about the dresses or something about the Anna's wedding dress. The wedding. They went, Susan went yesterday, or today, for the witnesses. So I think Anna's going Saturday somewhere, I think. So Mum won't be able to come down. So I have to phone her now in the morning. I've been a handy visitor. I've been going to see your mum on let's say at any time. Been paid by 1:30, 2:00, past this week. Well, I can't because of my phone. As I said, they watching downstairs now, doing the din or some damn thing. And I can't bother, and I can't be bothered to watch. It gets you down like you can't see properly. What else? As I told you, I see it out. I've had a terrific what's the word, response, is it, from my friends? Concern. Coming round and everything's alright. Trout very well, a couple of trout there. I'm not really just from the sake of again, but concern. So I feel quite pleased. At the present moment, I got a slight headache, so I just take them to Valerian. That's what I get. I get these headaches. I got these tablets. But I try not to take them. I took them earlier, but I say that headache, come on out. Of course, we go for a drink now. And we enjoy ourselves. But then I always do, don't I? John will be coming down either tomorrow or Wednesday. I think it's tomorrow or Wednesday. And then we'll go from there. He's like no woman. He's like a no. Honest to God. They say here, his brother, 2 years, he keeps on all the time, he does his stuff. What do you do now? 9 days, don't do that. But you got to it's like brother like him, and if he doesn't follow you well, but we'll change the shape and the process all this yourself. And after I got visiting the mom, then I go, see this everywhere, and go back. We running around there making a bed too, like, oh, not making a bed, but getting it all ready, like, and be quite content that I can lay there on my own and not like walk like alone. And yesterday, we went to bed about 3 times, and was slept 2 hours each time. I just don't, I don't realize how weak I am. But at the same time, I don't think I'm like quit and moving, and I'm not because I'm very happy. The vision is not really good as I like that, but that'll come given time. It is improving. Calvin always had the keys of his house. He's buying this and buying that. But unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to help as I'd like to. But of course, in month's time, I never knows. Might be like a 2-year-old. I'm running off working, I stopped working because I didn't stop her anyways when Anne's mother, who very lovely, after his death, and she comes down most weekends on the Saturday or the Sunday morning, I should say, for dinner. It's a case of cost it is. Mum doesn't come down so often, of course, but she goes to gyms. So she's fortunate in that respect. And, it's they were down there the week. Oh, they were down there the week, and I took them up to the club on a Sunday morning, bringing them Lucy. So they went in the big room playing bingo, and I went in the bar where I normally go because I can't see the play. Damn it, they were not down. So Mum is supposed to come down this weekend now, but I doubt very much she's coming because Anne is going to Harrington with Susan's mother and all Susan. Dresses and the wedding. I have to phone them. I didn't realise until tonight till I come in. Well, they were watching TV, so I will knock this sound box off. I speak to them all right there. Good night, love.
Well, how's it going, Pam? I suppose you've just heard from your handsome-looking brother. At the moment, he just seems that he can't stop talking. There's some days you can't get a word out of him. But today, by gosh, you've made up for it. But as you can see by his voice, he is really coming on. He's nagging me to death, which shows he's definitely getting better. He still likes his pint, which I am glad. I suppose he told you we both went out last night for an hour, and we really enjoyed it. We met another couple up there, and we were talking about the works and different things, and about politics, which I'm not very much at hand with, but I held my own, of course. Wendy is going uptown this morning. She's going on holidays next month for a fortnight to her friends in Portsmouth. So, of course, she's got to start buying clothes. And, of course, at the moment, it's all these new gear things, like canvas trousers and dungarees and spotted socks and Hawaiian shirts. So, of course, my darling must have them. And she's such a good old kid. She gives me help around the house. She cleans for me, so I just cannot refuse her. And she gives me such that doleful look that we just cannot say no to her. Well, any rate, Pam, at the moment, I am looking out through the window and we're crossing our fingers. The sun is out. It looks rather strange, mind, to see the sun, because we've had so much rain, wind, everything else, that the sun at the moment is an alien thing. Spoke to Jin on the phone this morning. Christy Tyler's, where she used to work, is closing down. And she was saying there's a big sale for 3 pieces there. Well, I was going to have my 3-piece recovered. So we've worked it out now. We're going to go down Saturday, hopefully, and get a 3-piece, which are normally around about the £400 mark, for about 120. So if I can get a 3-piece for 120, I'm going to snap it up. I suppose Geoff have told you he's been officially made redundant. He is now one of the elite, what you call the retired gentlemen. We've had half our redundancy, and we're hoping to have the rest in about 4 weeks' time. We have no idea how the exact amount is going to be, but never mind, it's going straight into the bank, and our bank manager is seeing to everything so that we won't spend it all, because of course this money we've got now has got to last us for the rest of our life. I suppose Geoff told you that we've been to get the bridesmaids' dresses. Oh no, Pam, if you could see our Wendy in her dress, oh, she looked beautiful. I wish you could come to the wedding, love, but there you are. But at any rate, we shall have a lot of photos done, and we'll send you quite a few when they're ready. Wendy is now going to go out. The dog is in the bedroom with us. At the moment, the house has been like a circus. Kelvin and Susan have been trying to get ready to go to Swansea. They've been eyeing their clothes. My downstairs is like a bomb. So I'm now going to dress at 11 o'clock in the morning to try and sort out everything. Well, love, that's all I can think of saying at the moment. Only I can assure you, your loving brother is coming on heaps and bounds. He's doing all what he's supposed to do. He's sleeping, eating. In fact, he's putting on too much weight. I'll have to put him on a strict diet now. And I hope what you say is true, that you'll be here early next spring, because it would be nice to see you. I don't think we'll be able to make it next year, but we're hoping to make it the following year. But any rate, love, God bless you all. Give my girls my best, and John, and I hope you all keep well. And later on, perhaps, we'll send you another cassette recording. All the best, love. Ta-ra.
And Fred.
Oh yeah, what should have done? I just want to power it. Yeah. You got to do something. Oh, it's nice like her. I like hers. Can't say she looks well. She's good. Check. Mm-hmm.